Thanks, Lucinda. Of course, the one thing I usually remember to do and I forgot to do it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sprints tonight. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's up? I was saying I was tired, and this just 100% proves it. 100% proves that I'm exhausted for some weird reason. And that was a good intro to the sprints tonight too, man. And you all missed it. I really hope this isn't like a I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I don't know anymore. It really does. It really does. The heat, it sucks it right out of you. It really freaking does. Hello, Haley. Hello. Finishing the last pages of I Am Legend, hoping to finish Black Sun finally. Sounds like a plan. As I was also saying, I am still working my way through House of Sky and Breath. Who knows if I'll finish it tonight. I mean, I won't finish it tonight, that's given, but we'll see how much I get through. Nope, just me. Just me. Forgetting to unmute my mic. Hello, Tammy. How are you? Yeah, that. Something like that. Oh, man. We might need to, start the sprint almost immediately just so I have, 45 minutes to gather myself. Because I thought I was ready. I had everything. I had, 2 drinks. I was sitting here. Everything was set up. I shared the link. One thing I forgot to do, unmute my mic when the show started. Good evening. Tornado watch here was lifted about an hour ago, so ready to sprint. Well, I'm very glad that you are safe. And that's good that the tornado watch is done. Diana says, hi, everyone. Reading Lola and the Millionaires by Catherine Moon, Fatality by Firelight by Lynn Cahoon, and Altered Carbon by Richard K. Morgan. I still don't know how you do it. I know I say that every single time. Don't know how you do it. I am... Where am I? They just had the conversation with Cormac just left their apartment for the first time they have the conversation about things that are happening. I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just oddly sleepy tonight. I don't know why. I really do think it's the heat. I really do. Even as I sit in a hoodie and stuff, but I'm feeling slightly better. Got in the pool for a minute. It was the first time in the pool. And it was warm enough where I just jumped right in. That usually does not happen. House sitting and there's a strange rattle coming from the front door. I can't tell if it's a cat or a burglar. Oh, hopefully it's just the wind. I house sat for my friend last year and she forgot to mention to me that there were squirrels in the attic area and in the walls. And so I was in the shower and all I hear is this squirrel noise. And it's coming from what was a closet. But if you opened the closet door, there was another odd door into the attic space. And I was like, something is going to pop out of this door and try to come at me. But it was just squirrels. And I was like, okay, well, good to know. Could have used that before I took a shower with the door open, watching and never turning my back to the door. Finally finished Nature of Witches this afternoon and had started an ER last night. I want to finish before bed. How did you end up enjoying Nature of Witches? Just finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. Felt like I was the only one who hadn't read it. How did you like it? What are your thoughts? Are you going to be finishing the series? Death Warmed by S.C. Stokes Urban Fantasy. Ooh, sounds good. Nice surprise. Hello. Hoping to continue reading Confessions by Kane Minato. Hope I'm saying that right. I'd love to finish it tonight. Awesome. Well, we are here. We got plenty of sprints going tonight. Snowing in Colorado. Oh, I wish it was snowing here. We in Georgia have hit summer. It's there. It's here. And I mean, it's nice to go in the pool, but like, it's hot. Also reading the second Throne of Glass book via ebook and Ship of Magic on audiobook. Nice. Enjoy Throne of Glass. Which one's book 2? Crown of Midnight? All right. Oh, it was the cat. Solid. Makes sense. Hey, Jess. Going to crochet for a bit tonight, working on a festival top for my cousin and chipping away at the Afghan you've been working on. Ooh. What? I want to see what the festival top looks like. I am slowly making squares for my blanket, but like I tried to put some together today just to see what I wanted to do, and I think I need to go get a different yarn for the putting it together part. Even though it says it's both the 4 size, all 4s are not created equal. So I might have to see if I can just I might have to like take a piece of the yarn with me to the store. But I wasn't liking how any of the ways to connect things looked. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Nature Witches was very poetically descriptively written. It was very beautiful. Yes, I agree. I 100% agree. It's a very beautifully written book, and I cannot wait to read other books by her. It's summer here in PA too. It's in the 90s and muggy AF. Yes. Some days here aren't quite muggy, but some are, and it's just hot. I don't like it when I walk outside and just immediately start sweating. It's just not my idea of fun. I'm listening to The Lightning Thief and reading it. I'm also reading Everneath and listening to Cinder. Ooh, all the books. I need to read The Lightning Thief now that like it's cast and like there's 100% going to be a new show. I feel like I need to actually sit down and read The Lightning Thief. It's so many books, like the whole, like all of Rick Riordan. There's just so much to catch up on. I enjoyed the first couple of Throne of Glass books as they were before they went more epic fantasy. Yeah, I got sucked in officially once I hit Air of Fire for Throne of Glass. But Menon is like 100% one of my faves, which makes sense since that's when her appearance happens. Love the fantasy part of ACOTAR, but the romance part was underwhelming. I need more passion in a romance. It's very tame. There's a little bit more in the rest of the series though, especially when you get to the first actual like new adult book in the series. If you get to Silver Flames, your romance is in that one for sure. Too cold here. Was hoping to sit inside all day, but I have to go vote. Today was our last day to vote, and I did not go, or like early voting, so I have to go on Tuesday. But that's okay. Give me an excuse to get out of the house. Hopefully getting to the halfway point in Love Lies book 7 tonight. Yes. Was told I am not allowed to DNF the series until after I read the 3rd book. I 100% second that. Whoever said that to you, I agree. Because that's where, like, that's after book 3 for me was where I just like was like very in it. And also at that point, you've met a good portion of the characters that are with it for the entire rest of the series, except for a couple. So the whole, like, all the characters that you get are pretty much once you hit that 3rd book. I think my goal for tonight is like where my little green tabby is. That is part 3, I think. So I'm definitely wanting to get to there. No, part 2. So I'd like to get to part 2. Maybe part 3, but I think part 3 is like, I think part 2 is pretty long. Yes, I agree with her. I say definitely, definitely wait. I really like assassin type stories, so I was sold by book and half 1 and 2 as they were. See, I didn't read the Assassin's Blade until after I read Arrowfire. I read it in that order, so the first 3, then Assassin's Blade. But I would have definitely, no matter what, probably continued the series after book 1 and 2. It was just like, it's kind of like solidified it as like a series I would probably reread, for instance, after book 3. I would love to reread it, but I need like a couple of years in between, and I want to read it slower this time. I kind of binge read all 8 books back to back. I think I need to like do like a book a month or something instead. Got to the first major death, was honestly surprised it happened. I'm pretty sure that surprised me as well. A lot of things are surprising in this series, to be perfectly honest. Kind of like this one. I've never... Okay, for any of you who have read House of Sky and Breath, like, how many plot twists can we put in the first 200 pages of a book? Sarah J. Maas. Like, how many? How many? Also, fight me on this opinion, but Danica is the main character. Like, I don't know. I just feel like she's lying to us, trying to make us think Bryce is the main character of this series, but like every plot so far has been Danica did what? And I won't say any more because that'd be too spoilery. But like that's my thoughts so far on this book and this series right now, is that our main character is not Bryce. Yes. I'm like, how is she the main character? That's all I've gotten so far out of this first 200 pages, is like Danica's the main character of this book series for real. But it's okay. But I'm really excited to see where this story is going, because I'm not sure where it's going, to be perfectly honest. Sam asked if I had any theories yet, and I'm like, I got nothing. But that when I think of the name Cormac, I think of Cormac McLaggen from Harry Potter, and think of that clown, and I'm like, oh. Like, I just picture him in the movies. Like, that's who I have in my brain. Obviously, that is not what this character looks like, but you don't have the name Cormac that often. And so that's like the immediate. There's defo more Danica stuff. Right? Okay, so I'm telling you, I honestly think that Danica is the main character of this series, of Crescent City. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it for now. I still 100% love Bryce, though. Thank y'all. They're starting to come up a little bit, but thanks. They are Sparkle & Co. Dip Powder Nails. I seem to do one Throne of Glass book a year. I mean, that you can do it that way too, for sure. Went chronological. Was about a book a week in between arcs reading it. Yeah, I went for it hard and read all 8 back to back. So honestly, I could probably barely tell you what happened specifically in each individual book, except for maybe Tower of Dawn, since that's a separate storyline within the story. Cormac sounds like a dragon name to me. It does, actually, doesn't it? It does kind of sound like a dragon name. I see you're working through the library books. I am. I already took 2 of them back because I finished those. And then I renewed the other ones. So I still have 1. I have 5 left. Will I get to them all? Probably not. Though I do have 1 more renewal. And I really don't necessarily think that the books I Borrowed will be ones that people will be waiting for. The only one I think people would be waiting for would be House of Sky and Breath. I've still got to catch up and write my Goodreads reviews for Throne of Glass. I would have to reread them in order to write a review. I don't even think I read a review. I read them too quickly. I know I love them and I will gladly read them again. I actually like that series more than ACOTAR. Unless we count Silver Flames. Though I don't know, Crescent City here. It's so like they all kind of like have that of course they all have like the Fae plots, but they're all like so different but similar at the same time. It's like such a weird, and I don't know. I feel like, I mean, and there's Easter eggs. We know that they're connected in some way. I feel anyway. I don't know. I don't know about anyone else who's read them all, but I feel like they're all connected in some way. Especially with the gates in Crescent City. People who read one book a week are really living the dream. Sometimes I can, and then sometimes it takes me like a month to read a book. This month has been good. I needed this mood reading month. I really, really did. And I think I'm going to kind of continue it. I am going to play my game for June, but I think I'm going to cap it at the 4 rolls I absolutely need to like hit my yearly goal. The 4 books I need. I'm going to do 4 rolls, I think, and then continue to mood read for whatever you want-a-thon. I don't know. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. I need less books to like be, or less prompts, I guess, to like be required. If that's a way to say it. All right, we're gonna give it 3 more minutes, and at 25 after, we're gonna go for 45 minutes. I read more than one. I'm thankful for being a quick reader to be able to read so many wonderful stories. Yes. It also really depends on what the book is. Like mysteries for me and thrillers read quicker than fantasy. But I also feel like that's a good thing because I feel like fantasy, I need to like contemplate and get my head into the world a bit more, whereas thrillers and mysteries tend to take place in in a more real world setting or an already created world. And that's what we're doing first is 45 minutes. We got Mr. Miyagi. He went to the salon again. He got some like bleach happening, a bleach rinse to get that coppery color out of his fur. And some contacts, I think, because I don't think he had blue eyes last time. My burb is chewing on my book. One of the main reasons I don't do library books, I'm a bit rough on my books. I find that I'm honestly rougher on library books because they're not mine. I mean, I'm not rough in the way, like, obviously I don't send them back destroyed, but like, if I accidentally drop it, I'm not that concerned. Like, I don't put it in a book sleeve. Like, I'm just not that concerned about it. Though the one thing that does annoy me is I can't take the cover off. It's so frustrating to read with the cover like permanently attached to the book. The thing that is slowing me down is the 30 to 40 page chapters. Yep. Try, I don't know if you've tried, but try if you take a bookmark and you do that thing where you like go down the page with the bookmark and read line by line that way. I have found that like speeds me up reading slightly. I've never done like a full test of it, but I find that helps me read quicker in some cases. Mm-hmm. Those are like Cassandra Clare Mortal Instrument chapters. Agreed. Always remove the dust cover. Yeah. And so like where it's permanently on the book, I understand why, but it is frustrating. Say one thing about Mr. Miyagi, say that he always slays his looks. He does. He's always on it. He's got a new look every time we are live. He changes outfits more than I do. And I think he is ready to sprint. So I'm going to read this 90-year-old book called The Good Earth, then switch over to A Court of Mist and Fury. Ooh, sounds good. Yes, the book I'm currently reading has long chapters. I was on page 90 and only on chapter 2. Oh my gosh. That's long. That's long chapters right there. Well, let's get some of these chapters read, shall we? We're going for 45 minutes. And I will see you all back here. So happy reading, happy productivity, and I'll see you back here in 45 minutes. All right, how did everyone do on our first sprint? I did about 34 pages. I think about like 3 chapters or so. Meow. I wish it meowed a couple times in a row instead of just one. Page 349. Got 15%, did my before bed skincare, and put tomorrow's dinner in the fridge. Ooh, sounds like a productive sprint. I ate dinner super early today, and now I'm getting kind of hungry again. 39 pages. I still have 9 pages to go in the chapter. But hey, 39, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Got a few chapters after I found where I was in the audiobook. Yay! Is that helping? 31 pages. 14 pages. Could have got another page read in the last minute, but not feeling odd numbers today. Solid. Finished I Am Legend. Yes. So much better than the movie. Now I'm on to Throne of Glass. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that movie. I've watched it once and never wanted to watch it again. I'm not a fan of the dog part. No. 58 pages. Nice. Made it to 128 and I'm almost finished with chapter 3. Oh my gosh, those are really long chapters. Food always seems to come up this time. Always. I feel like food always makes an appearance in lives at some point. And we proceed to talk about it, and then we're all hungry. It is very much so. I'm able to wander around the house and pick around at things. There you go. Hopefully that gets you through the little, like, not necessarily slump that you were in, but I love that movie. But yes, the dog part gets me. I only watched it once. A long time ago. With my boyfriend at the time back in high school. So a very long time ago when I watched I Am Legend. It would not have been my choice of movie to pick. Finished 5 blocks. I'm almost at 60. Nice. How many do you need? Like, what did you say? 132? Ice cream. I had ice cream yesterday. And it was delicious. Just joined a bit ago. Welcome. Happy to have you. Did 26 pages reading The Murder of Mr. Wickham by Claudia Gray. Nice. Sounds good. And also put the dishwasher on. Very, very productive. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, our next sprint will be for 30 minutes. When it'll happen, I guess we shall see. Maybe we'll aim for 20 after. We'll aim for 20 after, knowing how these conversations go. I'm guessing it probably will go past that. But we'll aim for 20 after, so about 5 minutes we'll start our next sprint. We'll see. Wanted everything done so I could chill with Sam on our sprints tomorrow. Definitely sounds like a plan. 130 total. I can't believe how much I've made and I'm still not even halfway done. I have, how many? I think I have almost half, a little over half of my like main color, the gray color. And then I think I have maybe like 25% of the squares for like the 2 accent colors. We'll probably get distracted talking about cheese and chicken, let's be honest. Yes. I'm actually gonna I might go grab something to snack on in the next sprint. I was gonna make myself something to snack on, to bring up here when the sprint started, but then I was like, it's probably gonna like get too warm as I'm like talking to everyone. But I might go down and make get some, I think there's some like grapes or something in the fridge. I'm also cold, but I don't want to turn the fan off because then I feel like I'll start to get sleepy. So I'm trying to keep it cold in here so I stay awake. Truth. Rune is a snack enough. Absolutely. Rune Dannon. Yes, please. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I would. Yes, but 100%, Rune is definitely a snack. Oof, God. I'm cold, but I'm like, no, I can't do it. I'm just gonna have to like zip up my jacket and hope that it's enough warmth. If you've just hopped on in the last sprint or so, I see that we have a few more people in here. Let us know what you're reading or doing during our sprints. Welcome. I think I could possibly hit my goal of getting to part 2. Possibly. I don't know if I necessarily like... If I go get a snack, probably not. I may have to hold off on snack until our next 45 minutes sprint if I want to get to part 2 in the next one. I'm cold too. My fiance keeps the room super cold. I am, you can ask after the final page. I am a lizard. I like heat. I don't like it when it's like outside muggy heat, but I don't like necessarily being cold. I am keeping myself cold for the sake of staying awake at this point. But I'm getting a little chilly even with my jacket on. But that also might be because I was outside today. So I think I'm hot, like my skin is warm, but I'm cold. If you know, like that kind of like chilled, like not like kind of when you get a sunburn, not sunburn, but it's that kind of feeling right now. I've heard he has a bigger role in House of Sky and Breath. He does. He is very much in it a lot more than he is in the first book. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I actually really like all 3 of them. Rune, Declan, and Flynn. I should finish my book in the next sprint, not doing any more chores. Yeah, chores are all done. Time to read. Time to read. I'm trying to decide if I want to put my hair down and use that as like a scarf, but it's wet, which is probably not helping my coldness. I hate the heat and humidity, but just in the past year or 2, I've been dealing a lot better with heat to the point I don't sleep with the AC on. I don't mind the heat, but I just don't like it outside. If that makes sense. I want the heat to be my choice. I prefer the cold. That's a lie. I think I just prefer. Yeah, I prefer being warm when it's cold. Like I don't mind being cold, but I also then need a heater and blankets and like cozy clothes and socks. And then it can be cold all at once. As long as I'm able to be cozy, I'm fine with it being cold. I always like the name Hunter. First read it in Kate Tiernan's Soup series. I have that series over on my firewall. I can see it from here. I first started reading that series when I first got tonsillitis in high school. And I like had to keep going and getting the next book because I was like powering through them all. It's a really weird way to remember why you read a series, but it's true. But it was an English guy called it when it was stereotypically American. Yeah. I need to reread that series. I did keep it. I'm not unhauling that series. I am keeping that series. I'm going to read Gulf Coast Cottage and maybe type up a few reviews for Goodreads. Sounds like a plan. Sounds good. Being outside all day when it's wet and cold and then coming and having a hot shower and getting in bed is the best feeling. Yeah, like I went in the pool, even though I was only in there for like 25-ish minutes, and then I took a shower and I was like, this is the best. I also really needed to wash my hair, so like my hair's clean, which is always a good feeling. Hair wash day is the best. All right, we're gonna chat for another few minutes. We'll start at 25 after. I can't do it on 22. I can't do it. Yeah, I want to reread too. They're short, so it'd be easy to sneak one in here and there. But I'll probably want to binge it. I feel like they're so short. I feel like I could easily binge that in like a weekend. Ooh, that would get me so far ahead in my goal too, since there's 15 of them. I was like, Just moved from South Carolina from Illinois partly to get away from the awful cold. Well, welcome to the South, where it's very hot during the summer. Actually, I don't know how South Carolina is, but Georgia is hot here during the summer. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Readjusting my goal for the evening to a third down from a half, a little more realistic. Sounds good. I need to wash my hair every day. Dry shampoo is like a gift. It's like the best thing ever. But I usually, if I work out or something, I tend to wash it. I probably won't in the next couple of months. It'll change because I'm getting it colored a little more drastic and I'll need to protect it more. So it'll be back to the only time I can deal with the cold is when I have to wash my hair in the Antarctic Ocean of water. When I have like a colored hair, a color that I have to protect. Like when my hair was purple, I washed my hair in freezing cold water. I reread them loads and stayed up all night when I was supposed to be resetting my sleep pattern in the school holidays. Same. I just have grease fest fine hair. Mine just it's a hit or miss. In the summer, definitely more, but I could not live in the South. It's gotten more hot in the last few years. It was not always, at least not that I can recall. It was not always this hot. But it's fine. That's what the AC inside the house is for. It's probably quite similar. Tried dry shampoo when I was younger, but I just didn't know how to use it. I always looked like it was snowing above my head. Especially like brunette hair, dry shampoo can be a pain. I always spray it and then I don't rub it in right away and I just let it soak up. I put it up like this and I do whatever else I need to do, like my makeup or something, and then I come back to it. That is true. It is not. I think it's pretty much only a thing in like hotels. Speaking of the UK, 10 years ago yesterday, I had moved to Kensington, London for 9 weeks. 10 years ago. I was studying abroad 10 years ago yesterday. I moved into my dorm. It's kind of bittersweet. I can't believe it was 10 years ago that I lived in London for 9 weeks. Like 10 years. Oh my gosh. All right, going to do these comments and then we're going to get to sprinting again, this time for 30 minutes. Summer in Australia makes me want to unalive myself sometimes. I'm going to want to bet that it probably feels similar to here in Georgia. So I agree. Probably similar to in South Carolina weather's been 90s today and yesterday. Yeah, it's same here. Well, for now we are all nice and comfortable reading, so let's go for 30 minutes this time around. Happy reading, happy productivity. Let's finish some books or hit our reading goals for tonight. Let's do this. I'll see you back here in 30 minutes. All right. How did everyone do? I 100% agree with this. Like, that did not feel like 30 minutes. I did not get to the next part, but I think I got about, I don't know. 38, 48, 20, 25 pages, something like that. I'm in the middle of a chapter though, or like in the end. I'm in the middle of a page though, which is unfortunate. Literally hit the acknowledgements page as he meowed. Awesome. Nice. Love it. 23 pages. Nice. All right. So 9:58. Maybe we'll go at 15 after. I don't know. We'll see. I can't be bothered counting how many pages I read, but I'm on page 144. Awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good. 12 pages. I have like 10 pages left. Almost done. Nice. You'll definitely finish. Scared me. I thought my brother brought home a cat. It gets us all once in a while. I slightly kind of jolted a little bit because I was trying to finish the chapter. It probably was not noticeable though. Oh, I'm almost at the next part. Trying to think of where I want to get to before I go to bed. I would like to finish this weekend though. I would like to finish this book this weekend. 36 more pages. Going to switch over and start Court of Mist and Fury. Enjoy. Enjoy, enjoy. On page 159, almost finished with chapter 4. Hey, we're making progress. We're getting there. We're getting there. Also, there has been more plotty twists. I don't understand. I feel like we're getting somewhere and getting nowhere all at the same time. Like I'm 254 pages in and there's just so many things happening that are all having to do with each other. I've decided Realm of Demons, The Last in the Desert Curse series by Shannon Mayer is my next read. Ooh, I haven't heard of that series or that author. I'll have to check it out. So many things happen all the time and some you don't find out about until after. I'm telling you, like, there's so many things happening and I'm like, is this actually important or is this just like there to distract me? I don't know. I'm here for it though. Like, I'm here for it. To be honest, the first 15 minutes of the sprint, I had to drag my window air conditioner out of storage and place in my window. It's just way too hot. Oh, well, at least you got some AC going. 19 pages. I gave up on page count goals. I need to concentrate on just enjoying the story. I'll finish when I finish. Solid, yeah. 100%. 100%. Just enjoy the book. Enjoy the book. I'm currently reading So This Is Ever After and I Am a Cat. Ooh, fun. Sounds good. It's all important. Of course it is. When is any little detail not important in a Sarah J. Maas book? There is no fluff. There was some spice though, so that was nice. There's a little spicy moment. I'm also really liking that we get more of Ethan as well. It's one thing I do enjoy with Sarah J. Maas books is that like all the characters get their time in the spotlight in most of her books. Finished another 3 squares, slowly but surely I'm getting there. Nice. If I had an audio version of House of Sky and Breath, I would be totally working on my crochet project. I kind of save it for like when I'm watching Bones or something. I'll probably do that before I go to bed. I'll take the stuff in there and I'll watch an episode or so before bed and crochet for a bit. I have only 44 pages left of my book. I don't know if I can do it, but I'll push through. You got this. We have 2 more sprints if you are staying up any later. I don't know what time it is for you, but we do have 2 more. We have a 45-minute and 30-minute. Plenty of time. I think you can do it. I want to read it all again now. I still really want the hardcover House of Earth and Blood, but can't afford the huge prices. I'm probably going to end up buying a copy sometime soon of House of Sky and Breath myself. Because I technically have 4 more spots and then I can buy 2 books. So I'm guessing House of Sky and Breath hardcover will be one of those. I don't even remember who Ethan is. All I remember from House of Earth and Blood is blue balls and bagel insults. Ethan is Connor's brother, his younger brother. Have any book recs? The Truly Devious Trilogy by Maureen Johnson. Dark of the West by Joanna Hathaway, if you like kind of a military-based fantasy. What else have I read recently? Fable by Adrienne Young. I'll always recommend that. That's more of like a high seas type of adventure. That's a duology. And then, let's see, The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. Those are some good ones that I've read either in the last few years or this year. No, it's an I. Yeah, it's ITHAN. I'm trying to enjoy the library books up until the late fees come back in June. There you go. Hey, Jess, you want to tell a story about your late fees? You never told me your hubby's reaction to said late fees. What is the crossy thing? That thing? It is part of my TBR game. So it's like my frequent reader card. So whenever I finish a book, I cross off, kind of like a coffee shop where you buy coffee and they give you the little card. So I've made it one way, and then so I have 4 left, and then each line is a book. So each 10 I read, I get to buy one. But it's only books that are like in my TBR game normally. I am counting the ones for this month since I'm mood reading. But usually it's just the ones that are within the TBR Cafe game. That's why, like, if I technically was counting all of my TBR, then I would have already done this. Would have already been erased and filled in. But yeah, it's just my little way of making sure I don't buy too many books compared to the ones that I already own that I need to read. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you do. I still can't believe they made you pay it though, especially with like the pandemic and stuff. I feel like you shouldn't have been penalized for like 2020 and 2021. Okay, cool. Sorry, they've only watched one of them a while back. No, it's perfectly fine. Questions are welcome, 100%. I like my little reading card, but yeah, it keeps me on track of trying to like keep my buying to like books I actually really want. Like right now, it's probably actually going to be 2 books I've already read that I just want to add to my collection or something like that. It might not even be a new one. I still get my book boxes. Book boxes don't count towards my book buying on my own, but I am trying to like truly focus on reading my TBR, my physical TBR, because there's a lot. And I, of course, went to London and brought back like 17 books. So I probably did my like book buying for the year, but I didn't count those because those were birthday gifts to myself. I wonder if they do. I wonder if they do. Top, what are my 3 fave genres? Fantasy is one, and if we're going to be specific, portal fantasy probably is like high up there. I've really enjoyed like 10,000 Doors of January and books like that lately. But fantasy, I've really been enjoying YA mysteries, like Truly Devious and the Inheritance games. Trying to think of another lately. Probably fantasy, portal fantasy, mysteries. I don't know. It might just be those 2 right now. Those are kind of like the top 2 right now. Maybe a little contemporary, like contemporary romance, adult contemporary romance. I read Boyfriend Material lately, which was really good. I cannot wait for the sequel to that. Ooh! Nice! I have no idea when ours are getting here. A whole lot. I have a video up on my channel where I go through them all, and I also read the summaries of them as well. I think it might be one of the most recent like videos I've put up that isn't a live show. I can link it. I can go grab the link. I think I'm getting Scared Straight library fees style. I don't want to have a huge balance from fees. Understandable. They actually didn't charge me for the whole year of 2020. It was still that high. Well, didn't they like just charge you to like replace the book basically? That was still a crazy amount though. Our library didn't charge for late fees during the pandemic. Our library was just closed. As far as I know. That's the first place I went when I finally went back out. That was the first place I went, was to the library to get my library card renewed so I could listen to audiobooks. Still not getting any late fees. Solid. If only that was the same. Sometimes I wish I had like one of those double monitor setups in order to find other things without having to be on the same computer. I'm very much not... Okay, yeah, I can't do it from there. I was like, I'm trying to find the link, but of course I definitely am not signed into the same... to like the right account on that browser. We had pickup and drop off curb service during the shutdown. Yeah, I think a few places did that. I don't know if ours did that or not, or they may have. I mean, they do have curbside pickup, but I don't know if they actually did it during the like shutdown time or not. I know I can split screen my laptop into two. I know I can probably do some weird window thing. I just don't know about it. I'm late just joining. Well, welcome. Glad you're here. We'll be starting Hani and Issue's Guide to Fake Dating on audiobook. Ooh, I love a fake dating story. So good. If you haven't read Boyfriend Material, that's also fake dating. Highly recommend it. It's the second time I've mentioned that book now. I found that out experimenting. It wasn't a Knox Cat computing experiment. Yeah, I feel like it's one of the, I feel like you just find those things randomly, you know? Yep, they just auto renew the books with no fees currently. Oh, nice. That's cool. All right, let me... I keep seeing the video that apparently they put out on YouTube the first 8 minutes of the first episode of Stranger Things, the new season. It's like the first 8 minutes. And I'm very interested. I meant to watch it earlier and then I didn't. There it is. That's what I wanted. There is the link to my London book haul. But yeah, I don't know how I got all of those home. I really don't know. I had 2 bags. And I somehow managed to fit all these books in there, amongst other things. All right, so we are at 15 after, which means it is time for another sprint. We are back to 45 minutes for this round. So Mr. Miyagi's ready to go. I'm ready to get back to my book. I hope you all are too. So happy reading, happy productivity. I will see you back here in 45 minutes. All right, how did everyone do on that sprint? I got to part 2, and then I had a snack. So not a whole lot of reading, but I did finish and got to part 2. And I was like, I'm just gonna enjoy my food and chill. Finished a chapter, awesome. Read 8 pages, then watched a YouTube video. I was watching a little YouTube myself. I was watching a little bit myself. Yes, I'm drinking coffee at 11 o'clock at night. I had a long break since I wanted ice cream, but only 10 pages away from finishing your book. Ooh, you'll definitely finish it in our next sprint, for sure. 34 pages. We'll probably try and finish Fatality by Firelight tonight. Ooh, looks like a lot of people will hopefully finish their books. Finished your book. Perfect. Started the latest Kate Quinn book. Sounds awesome. Started Honey and Issue and currently in the middle of chapter 3. Awesome. Well, it sounds like people are either finishing books, getting close to finishing books, or starting a new one. So I feel like that's pretty good for tonight, for sure. And we still have one more 30-minute sprint to go. Hold on. The coffee is finished. Gonna start The Girl in the Headlines next. Ooh, is that, I'm guessing that's a thriller? Title sounds kind of thriller-ish. "48 pages of mist and fury. The kitty meowed just as Farah threw her shoe at Resen's head. Mr. Miyagi knows what's up." I love that. I love that was like the precise moment. So good. Mr. Miyagi knows what's up. 27 pages? Awesome. And on page 176, chapter 4 has been done. That's wild. That's 4 chapters and it's only on page, and it's 176 pages. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because I'm like, I'm on page 277 and that's like chapter 25 for House of Skybreath. Yes, it's a thriller mystery mindset. It's good, so I'm borrowing it from her. Ooh, cool. You'll have to let us know how it is. I definitely enjoy a good mystery thriller. All right, it's 5 after right now, so maybe we'll start our final sprint at 10 after, so in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? I don't necessarily have too much going on. I would like to go to the movies at some point. Possibly. I watched Spider-Man. I need to watch a couple more things, and then I was going to go. I'm kind of hoping to maybe go see Doctor Strange. Or maybe I'll watch Top Gun and see if my dad wants to see a movie. But he said I had to watch the first movie before we went and saw the Maverick one. Because I've only seen bits and pieces of Top Gun. My eyes are starting to get crusty from reading. Our eyes are getting tired. That's how you know it's time for bed. Going to the movies too. Ooh, what are you hoping to see? I have a family gathering I have to go to, and then maybe some book shopping. Sounds good. Have fun. Reading all weekend for Bookathon. True, Bookathon is this weekend. I might participate. I might not. I don't know yet. I mean, I'm mostly going to be reading this, so I don't really know if I'm at a good place to participate in a weekend readathon. I have one of those eye masks you keep in the freezer. It's calling my name. Ooh, that sounds nice. Oh, that's funny. That is possibly what I'm doing. Oh, I love it. Oh, no worries. I got it. I got you. Reading and the first beach day of the season. Ooh, the beach sounds lovely. I wish I was going to the beach. But the beach for me is like 5 hours away. The one thing I truly miss about living in Florida was that the beach was only like 10 minutes, 15 minutes away. Now it's like 5 hours. I don't do lakes. Job interview on Tuesday. Ooh, all the luck. Hope it goes very well for you. No exciting plans, just reading, chores, homework, maybe a pedicure. Ooh. Weekend trip to the beach. Oh, I would love that. That would take some planning though. I'll probably, I think I may go sometime in maybe June. My friend and I have been talking about it, about going to Savannah. I probably won't finish a book for it, but I'll still be in it for the sprints, just planning to get a good chunk done of Valor. Yeah, I might watch some sprints for sure. For sure. But yeah, so pretty much movies, some house stuff, and then finishing this book. My basic plans. I miss Florida. I used to go with my family. I haven't gone since 2020. I was my one of my best friends, her and her husband were up in Tennessee at his family's cabin, and they were like, "We're gonna kidnap you on our way home, and you can like hang in quarantine at our house." And I was like, "Okay." So I went. That was the last time I was there. It was around like the week after the 4th of July in 2020. It was fun. It was a good time. I played D&D for the first time. We had a lot of fun. And my friend took like that whole week off, so just her husband had to work, and they were working from home. So yeah, no, it was good. I would like to go back though. I'm like dying for a trip to Epcot. Probably gonna rewatch the new Batman movie for the 4th time since everyone's talking about movies. I want to watch one now. I still haven't seen it. I wanted to see it in the movie theater and I was too late, so I need to watch. I'll probably wait until it's on a streaming service somewhere. I do want to watch it though. It'll be the first Batman movie I've ever actually willingly watched. He's not my favorite superhero on the planet. I'm more like DC characters in the way of TV shows rather than movies, no matter what. And then Marvel for like the actual movies. My dad makes me watch all the Marvel DC movies. I mean, I love Marvel and DC. I'm just like more along the lines of like DC TV shows, like the Flash TV show I love, Green Arrow TV show I liked. What did Tennessee? Same thing as our. Wait, what? I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused. What did Tennessee? Same thing as Arkansas. Uh, sorry. Sorry. That one went right over my head. I had to read it a couple of times. What did Tennessee? Same thing as Arkansas. Yeah, got it. I did not get it at first. It took me a second. I felt like I was reading one of those like word jumble things. See, we're all tired. You can tell. We're all like, that took me way longer than it should have. Oh gosh, just finished watching Superman and Lois. I'm a Superman fan, but I loved Arrow. The only real Superman stuff I watched was Smallville. Like, Tom Welling is definitely my Clark Kent. We're all just gonna like realize that that pun like went way over all of us for a hot second. All right. So I think I am ready to hop back in for our final sprint of the night for 30 minutes. Let's finish those books for you all that are getting close. And then we shall see where we're all at when we're done. So 30 minutes. I'm slow hitting a wall. Yeah, we're all getting tired. Henry Cavill was born. Cavill. Henry Cavill. My God, see, I'm tired. I can't even speak people's names. Was born to play Superman. See, I look at him in that, and then I look at him in The Witcher, and I'm like, The Witcher. Even though I haven't watched that either. But, All right, final sprint. Let's do this. 30 minutes are on the clock. And I'll see you all back here. So happy reading and happy productivity. Let's get back to reading. Same. All right, how did everyone do on our final sprint? I just read an extra chapter, so got to page 300 and called it. Good night. This was fun. Until next time. Got 50 more pages in. Awesome. So glad that you joined in. We'll see you next time around. The sprints are already up and set up, so you can hit the set reminder for any of the sprints that you want to be reminded of. They're already on my channel. Through to like the first sprint of June, I believe I have them set up. Staying strong to the end. My eyes are turning to crust. Yeah, I was almost falling asleep. There's like, I think if you had looked up and saw me, there was a moment where my eyes were closed and I was like kind of really still. And I was like, nope, I can't fall asleep right here. Got to 192, halfway through chapter 5. You're making progress. You're making progress. Glad we could help you through it. Finished my book and now on page 11 of your new book. Awesome. Love a finished book. Got 14 pages this time. Needs sleep. 100% agree. Made it to page 74 of Mist and Fury. Great job. 25 pages, about 100 pages left. So I'm staying up and finishing it. Well, good luck. Have a great rest of your reading. I am heading to bed. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, everyone. Next sprints will be on Tuesday morning at 8 Eastern. And then, of course, Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern. As usual, so far, that is the plan. I don't have anything necessarily that should be coming up. So I should be all set to go on Tuesday morning. Definitely going to sleep after this. Definitely. You're welcome. Thanks for always hanging out. And if there's anyone new, you can definitely hit subscribe to be notified of when I go live. Ring the bell. It'll let you know when we're here with sprints. As well as setting a reminder for the already set up live shows. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Definitely be able to make it Tuesday, but I'll be at Friday for sure. Well, I cannot wait to see you then. Yeah, I am definitely ready for bed. So have a great weekend, everyone. And I will see you all very soon in another round of sprints or in another video. But until then, happy reading and take care, everyone.